Hi guys, welcome back to Syokimuafm.Africa on the Mindhub segment, and kama kawaida we are here with Mr. Isaac.
Thank you so much.
And now we'll be talking about stigma around mental health. So maybe Isaac tunaweza anza with describing what stigma around mental health looks like.
Okay, generally stigma. If you use the word stigma, we look at them in mental health. We look at negative attitudes and beliefs that now people have towards people who are going through mental health. Yes.
Okay, so in your opinion, how does society generally view mental health, especially in Africa? Because I believe when you talk about mental health, especially in the African setting, people will be like, oh, those are Western people diseases. So how do you feel society views mental health?
Let me say, generally in Africa, it's not a subject that we talk about in most cases. And when someone is going through such a thing, you look at it like some believe amerogwa or witchcraft, and some believe you have done something wrong somewhere, so you are going through the effects. So it's something that we have not come to embrace and talk about it as a problem or a sickness. So we look at it totally different. Yes.
How do you compare it with physical health?
Physical health, you see, if you have a problem with your hand or you have a problem with your eye, that's something that people see every day when you're walking. They know you have a problem here and here. So they are ready, they take it like so. But now mental health, they don't take it the same way like the physical one. So it is different. The viewpoint and the perceptive is totally different.
So what are some of the misconceptions you've heard about mental health?
Like, amerogwa. Like, let's say you are going through mental health and you become like someone who drinks so much, or spend your money or something. People believe like there's someone who has done something to you.
It's not normal.
It's not normal. Yeah, but you see, you are going through something.
Yeah.
So they take it like so. Or what else can I say? If you are going through same problem, mental health, you've seen people walking and they are just talking to themselves. Yeah? Watu wanasema huyu atakuwa wazimu very soon, ama amevuta bangi, ama ametumia madawa. So you see those perception around it, the beliefs and how people look at it and the conclusions they make. Yes.
So from perspective of someone who's suffering from any type of mental health, how do you think stigma affects them?
When you are in that, you're going through mental health, the stigma comes in like there is a self-inflicted stigma, then there is a societal stigma. Self-inflicted is whereby you realize you are going through something and then you isolate yourself. You feel you don't belong to a certain social whatever being, so you restrict yourself. The society can judge you depending. Everyone comes up with their own conclusion or their own viewpoint. So you find like someone who is in that situation now, you are like, you don't fit in. Yeah? You don't fit in whatever you are doing. It's like, so you pull out. Yeah.
As Africans, we're known for our culture, different cultural backgrounds. So, do you think culture plays a role in probably elevating stigma around mental health?
Definitely does, because say like if you are a boy child, you are a man. The society, our upbringing is like a man is not supposed to cry.
Yeah.
Whether he's going through pain or what, you have to man up. You have to be a man.
Yeah.
But you see, you're suffering. So the society has made it like set standards for men and women. A man is not supposed to feel pain. A man is not supposed to grieve. A man is not supposed to be heartbroken. You have to be a man. You have to man up. Understand?
Yeah.
So you find you being manning up or being in that mood, you end up suffering mentally. Yes.
So we can't change the fact that we live in such society because suppose your son suppose
Yes.
came to you crying. After when you talk to him and you advise him to be a man, you advise him to be strong, he should be, you want the advice you give your son is not the same you give your daughter.
Yeah.
Correct?
Totally.
And if your daughter came to you crying, you want the response you give to her will be different. The response. So I think some things are just we can't change the culture imetoweka hivyo. So what steps do you think us as the society in general can we take to change that cultural aspect of being a man?
Yes. You see, you can't huwezi kuwa unachomeka na unasema I am okay. Yeah. But you're burning, right?
Yeah.
So we just need to have one thing. The society has to come up to with the ways to understand and look at things and the feelings that people are going through and try to feel, to empathize. You understand? When someone is going through something, try to understand where it's coming from. You see, most of the time, we don't really get to know the source of the problem. When you are making the judgment or when you are making the conclusions, we really don't have the facts around that problem. So if we can the society can just take time to understand where is this person coming from, what has been the problem, how has it been initially before this, then it will make it easy to understand or to identify when someone is going through mental health.
So how would you compare the times za kitambo when you're growing up to now? Have you seen any significant change according to the way people approach mental health? I believe in as much as mental health was not being talked about in siku za kitambo, it still existed. People are still stressed, people are still depressed, but people are not as vocal about it. So do you feel like the approach to mental health is changing?
Yes, a bit, and at least right now people can talk about mental health. Huh? You can share it with someone. You can share it. We have clinics. I think the government. I think in some government clinics you can talk about it. But still, we need to do a lot. We still have to do a lot because it is something that we need to talk about every now and then, from at home, at work, at school, so that we create that awareness. We need to do a lot on that. Yes, there is progress, and then again, you see with the with technology, with the fast developments that are happening, it does not mean like mental health is going down, because even with the modernization and everything, it comes up with new things, new stresses. Okay, so it is something that is constant, so it needs to be talked about constantly.
Do you feel like education or other schools have helped in any way curb the stigma around mental health?
Somehow, yes, but they are also part of it. So schools have to come up with structures on how to talk and enlighten and make mental health something that is more talked about. Because you listen, if a kid has failed the exams, they haven't completed the assignments, they haven't reached the expectations of the standard of the school and even the parents at home, they get stressed. They go into that mental state whereby now they are stressed about what's going to happen in school, what's going to happen at home. You understand? So it's something that schools also have to take it up and talk about it.
So do you think there's a day where we wake up in a society where mental health is a normal thing to talk about, therapy is normal, counseling is normal?
I think we should aim for that. We should aim for that because the way things are, it is sometimes it gets out of hand because of lack of just that information or talking about it. But if we want that to happen, it means that we have to put in work, we have to put in effort, we have to talk about it in groups, we have to talk about it in social gatherings, we have to talk about it in school, even in the religion, at home. It's a subject that if we want to get to that point whereby we normalize talking about it, we have to talk about it everywhere we meet. Because you see, that exchange, when someone has this experience, you have this experience, then you share, you talk about it, you gain. Yes.
Okay. So that was it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, this is Syokimuafm.Africa. Good times, I'm in love. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Syokimuafm.Africa.